Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie Bear all day. So I have a knife review today. Obviously, you can tell. And this one's going to be a little different because I'm going to try to do it right-handed. Obviously, I'm a lefty, and that is a no-go. So I'm going to try and do this right-handed, and the reason is because these drop tomorrow. So you are going to want to get over there because everybody knows Jack Wolf Knives blades, they sell out really freaking quick. So this one is called the Venom Jack, and I have to say the artwork is pretty badass. I'm actually really digging that. This is a re-release. He did this one in 2022, the Venom, and he changed it a little bit, not heavily because it was voted at one point knife of the year by a YouTuber, and well, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. So, and it was all of that. The knife was literally all of that. So here's the pog. You could really see the artwork playing right there. That's pretty cool. And then you have your stickers, and you're trying to do all this like almost one handed. I have to like keep my thumb way out and just use the end of my hand. I'm like an invalid. So let's check out your Venom sticker art. Art is always cool. Always cool. And then you have a leather sleeve. And he has these awesome leather sleeves on his website that have like a lanyard. So the leather sleeve goes in the pocket, but the lanyard hangs out. So you can pull it straight from the lanyard and get your knife out faster. Check that out. Check out Jack Wolf Knives website. And you'll be able to see that. So remember, you get these through his dealers. And what I'll do is I will add the link to his distributors list. I'll add the link down below so you can find that out real quick. I have like a hair or something. Oh, there it is. I think I got it. It's like right on the edge. It was driving me nuts. So let's get into this beautiful blade. So as always, your Jack Wolf Knives hanky polishing rag. I wonder how difficult a slip joint with one hand is going to be. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to clamp it. I guess not that difficult. So being a lefty, I'm trying to find a whole lot of new ways to do things. So this was one of them. So I can't wait to get this outside because right now, and hopefully it holds, we have some sun. We're expecting more rain. Imagine that. Look at that. Look at that. Of all of the new ones that are out, this is by far my favorite handle material in this lineup because A, blue is my favorite color, and now you know. And B, it's fat carbon, and in the light it looks amazing. So you have this sweet Warncliffe blade, really high hollow point. You have all titanium down here with fat carbon. Obviously, you have a triple flute and a double flute. I think the original had like a single flute here, maybe a double flute here. I'm not sure. But one big change is right here in the sharpening choil. So, or the sharpening notch, it should be called. So what happens is the other one was smaller, and what that does when you're sharpening your blade, when you get to this point, if there's not a notch there, then you can't really sharpen all the way unless you're using like a belt grinder, right? So it ends up leaving this line that of unsharpened material, and it just doesn't look as nice. So doing this, he was able to give a better sharpening edge, which means it's always going to look good no matter what your sharpener is going to get in there, and it's going to be freaking fantastic. Let's go over the specs, man. I mean, as usual, everything is so tight. This feels like one piece. These are just the best made blades there are. So we're looking at, it is a trapper style. We're looking at slip joint, obviously. The color of this one is blue marble. Really is all of that. Carbon fiber. Integral bolsters and liners, which we just went over. And they are dark blasted 6AL 4V titanium, which is the good stuff. The good stuff. You have dark blue anodized titanium Torx. That's all your little screws and stuff like that. It is an S90V hollow ground crucible blade. This one is a hand satin with a belt satin spring finish. That's this. We have a closed length of 3.81 inches, a blade length of 3 inches, a cutting edge of 2.64 inches. Wow, it's really nice in the hand. That's really nice. Let's see, scale to scale, you have 0.44 inches. The blade stock, as always, is 3 millimeters. It is only 2.5 ounces with a Rockwell of 6061, and the artwork is Jay Gonzo. So I need to cut with this. I could have done like a tabletop for this and just sat here and talked about it for 20 minutes. That tells you nothing if you don't buy them to collect them, if you buy them to actually use them. And remember, these are the #1 slip joints on the planet. So a lot of people do just buy them to collect them because they sell out and they go up in value. So remember, when you're buying a Jack Wolf Knives knife, if you bought it today at $250, $300, whatever prices are going to be, that means by, next year, when people are saying that Venom Jack that came out, man, I wish I could still get one, they're going to pay a little bit more. That's always good. So we're going to take this outside and see if I can't righty things. This is going to be weird, but we got to show it off. Oh, the drop date, the release date is tomorrow, which is Friday the 16th. Also my anniversary. Friday the 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, drop times are going to be relative across the board to that. So get ready. These are going to go. Hold on. All right, I'm out here with some sunshine. Check this out, man. This knife is beautiful. Look how high the peak is on this Warncliffe from here to here. It's got a nice tall stature. That's looking good right there, man. Golly, does it get any sexier than that? I don't know. I mean, you could guess it does, but where? Show me. Show me where it's better than that. All right, hold on. A couple days ago when my thumb was introduced to the table saw, I was planning on finishing my cuts and then cutting the lawn. The lawn looks like hell. All right, so let's get this going. First things first, though, I want to check overall sharpness, which I have never had a problem with one of these knives. I've got to readjust that so we're actually in it, because I'll hear people say things like, oh, you didn't, it missed camera. That means that you really wasn't that sharp. You had hair waiting. People actually think that way. Oh my gosh. This is really weird doing it right-handed. This is really weird, but it's still working. I'm probably shaving a bigger patch than I need to, but I really wanted to show up on camera. That looks so stupid. All right, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to collect them all with my hand, so I figured I'd just show you a big bald spot. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. All right, let's get a couple of 4-foot gravity drops. Even this is weird doing it right-handed. 4-foot gravity drops. We got a nice little bite going on in there. I was trying to figure out how far it went in. You can see exactly how deep it did drop. And that goes in pretty well. And this is a really thin tip, and it's holding on. I don't know if I can do a hard downward with my right. Sorry, Ben. Well, it's stuck. That is so weird. All right, so hard downward throws are a little difficult right now, but you get the gist. Normally when I cut the hose, I take my thumb and I press on there, and I have to put this thumb on top of the blade and that thumb. I can't do that. So let's see. I will try just to monkey knuckle it and see if we can't get it going. Oh man, I'll tell you what, this blade is so sharp that I'm barely holding on with my left hand because adding pressure really freaking hurts. So I'm literally just kind of balancing it with, you'll see it's not even in my grip. I'm balancing it and just pushing away with my right thumb. And that thing is super freaking sharp. That, I would do anything for you, Ben Belkin. So this is my my first knife review since the absolute decimation of my thumb. I tried putting a video up of my thumb, and YouTube took it down before anybody could even look at it because it was, I guess, puke worthy. But this thing is freaking sharp. It's really hard to do that without two hands, so we're gonna have to continue on to some more cutting. But that with basically one hand, I was able to just freaking carve a hose. That's insane, man. That's insane, man. All right, so let's get some of this guy right here. Man, that is weird going right-handed. I don't even know. Let's see. Luckily, I can do this right-handed, not because of any skills of my own, but because this knife is made so well. It's designed so well. Look at those. It's like hair coming off of there. Look at this. If you don't think it's hard going with the opposite hand, try doing it. Try coming out here and feather sticking with your opposite hand. Most guys can't even do it with their regular hand. You see guys going like this. Feather stick, feather stick. Oh, drive me crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see if we can do some pulls. Let's see, I'm gonna have to hold it way up here. Let's see. This is so weird. But the blade, they're all falling down, I know. I have less control this way, obviously. But you can see that it's happening. You can see that this edge just can do it all. It's a cutting edge. It's just so difficult. There we go. There we go. What I do for you people, I can't even describe the throbbing that's happening right now. trying to make a fist like, it's really squeezed down. I wonder. My thumb is in the way. Oh yeah, see that? Oh, that really hurt. That is like an amount of pain that you can't even describe. Just trying to hold it with my left. Let's try it. Is just ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what, if I end up in an emergency situation where I am stuck, if I'm driving down the road before I'm all healed up and a storm hits and I end up somewhere, I know that I'll still find a way to survive. You're not slowing me down. You slow me down, you're not stopping me. That's for damn sure. You are not stopping me. I will always find a way. And I'll tell you what, the right knife will help find a way much easier. So this is taking longer than normal, getting myself a nice sharp tip, but it's going to happen. So if you got to make pit spikes, tent spikes, hot dog holding sticks to cook over the open fire, anything of that nature, that's going to do the trick, man. That's absolutely going to do the trick. This knife is so freaking beautiful. Let's come over here. Got my flip-flops on, the grass is all wet. Just lost a flip-flop. The grass is all wet because we've been getting rain like crazy. We get like 5 days rain and 1 day of sun. 5 days rain, 1 day of sun. All right, let's come over. I got one of these, couple of these little 1-inch forest trees growing. See if we can't take a swat at a few. This knife, I have to say, when I'm actually gripping it, is really comfortable. It's really comfortable. It feels absolutely good in the hand. Now the blade is covered in sap. I don't know if I can, let's see. I just had it right there, I think, and we might be able to see it. This blade is super sappy right now. You got fibers hanging off of it. so that takes away its cutting ability when your blade is dirty and not sharp. We'll see. Man, that was smooth. Smooth criminal. Bam! That's nice. I want to hit a bigger one. Let's see. Let's see over here. Alright, let's get these down right here. Hope I'm in the shot. I'm trying to like lean forward and hold you guys at the same time. Bam! That's nice. I gotta have some fun. I gotta have some fun. If I'm gonna be bludgeoned, I'm gonna be bludgeoned and having fun. Alright. I can't really hold this with my left, so I'm just gonna try and with minimal pressure, because I can't apply a lot of pressure. I'm able to cut through leather, probably way off camera. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. All right. All right. Show me something now. You could be a freaking an invalid and still get this done. This knife is nice. Let's get a nice dried out piece right here. Oh, what am I going to do? I can't hold the baton with that hand, and I can't really, I'll make it work somehow. I'll make it work somehow. This is super hard. It's just not how you grip a knife to do this with, boys and girls. But you gotta know it can do it. You gotta know it can do it. That's a can-do attitude. That's a can-do. It's like how goofy kids hold a pencil. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man, just making these little shavings. Oh, that's painful. That is painful. So worth it. So worth it. I'm telling you guys. I mean, you could look at any video I've done on a Jack Wolf Knives slip joint. You can go back to that video, whatever video it might be, and just look at the blade performance. Look at everything it was able to do, and you're basically going to get the same thing out of this. Same thing. I mean, I know today's video wasn't as good as normal because I'm hindered. However, it's still really showing itself off. It's saying, if you can't, I can. That's exactly what the knife is saying. If you can't, I can. And I told myself I got to relax today because I tried swinging. That did not work. I told myself I have to relax today because last night when I took off the original banding, last night was day 2. It was the night after. The blood, because I used it, I was back in the thing cutting, and it soaked through and it re-bled. So it was bad. That means I overused it. So I told myself today, all right, well, don't use my hand. Don't put any pressure on it. All right. All right, for the rest, it's starting now. I don't care. Worth it. I don't care. I just don't care. Takes an extra 3 days to heal. Who cares? Worth it. So this is a really, really, really sweet knife. Check them out. Remember, they're already on the website, so you can look at them. You just can't order them until tomorrow at 2. So you're looking at the 16th. What month are we in? August? Yeah, August 16th. So August 16th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when they officially drop. This is beautiful. He does have other colors, which I normally show before. Instead of closing the video right now, I'm going to close the video by showing you the other colors. So stick around if you want. All right, so this is really cool. On his website, he actually has the re-releases, and he has his old ones, so I can actually show you a couple of subtle differences. But here is the blue marble carbon fiber hand satin one I just showed you. Here is the camo carbon toxic green black wash. Here is the titanium rock pattern. I have to say, aside from the pink, that looks pretty badass. I do like that. Here you have fat carbon dark matter red, and that is blast and tumble. And then there is another one I have to try. Good thing I have a touch screen. All right, good. So then we have Blue Canyon Rich Light Hand Satin. It's hard to tell here, but it's not black. It's blue. It's beautiful. So then you get into the originals, and you'll see single flute. Oh, it's single flute all the way through. Triple flute, double flute. Now look at this. You see that tiny sharpening notch right there? Compared to that, you can really, really see. So now you're going to be able to sharpen to the edge all the way through. It's just a really, really great knife. As always, he does an insanely good job. I mean, best slip joints in the world right here. So follow the link below to the distributors, and I'll put a link to his actual website so you can look at everything. Even go to his merch. He's got some dope mugs, some really cool stuff. But as far as that's concerned, that's it for this one. Hi, I'm Donnie B all day. Until next video.